Hey, what's up everyone? I've got a pretty risky rip here today. This is the 2024 Donruss Optic Football Hobby Box, which went on sale on the Panini website and are actually still up there for $824 and some cents. The reason why they're still up there is because it's not really priced for regular folks like you and me to take a shot at. Whoa, look at this. The packs are all over the place. Yeah, I mean, it's clear that for the most part, these things are priced for breakers who are going to snatch these cases up, and a case has 12 boxes, these cases up as soon as they release, and I'm not sure why they haven't bought up everything. It seems like the breakers are busy at work breaking these cases, but anyway, they're still up, and I wouldn't recommend that you go for it unless you're a big fan of risk, but definitely don't overextend yourself to get this. This is scary because you can get $20 of value from a box. You can get tens of thousands of dollars of value from a box. Some people call it gambling, and they would have a pretty decent point. But we got a box. I just couldn't help it. And I mentioned that there are 12 boxes per case, which means that we have a roughly 1 in 12 chance of picking up a downtown, which in most cases wouldn't even cover the cost of the box anyway. What I also don't know is whether that case hit, so a downtown, if there's a numbered downtown in the case, does that count as the downtown, or is there another non-numbered downtown in that case as well? Don't know, and we're not going to find out here, but just something that I've been thinking about. Anyway, the first pack is out. We should be getting 3 numbered rookies out of this. Looks like we've got a base pack here. We got Ramondre Stevenson, Lil Jordan Humphrey, and Brian Thomas Jr. on the play action. That's just a base. And a Jermaine Burton base rated rookie. The box says we should get 20 rated rookies, so there's 1 right there. 19 more to go. Again, 3 of which will be numbered. We've got a red rated rookie here for a blue team. And blue team isn't exactly one of the teams that has the QB that we want, but there it is. The first of 3 numbered rated rookies. Oop, it's upside down. It's going to be Terrion Arnold. And I also noticed that for these numbered rated rookies, the centering's pretty off, left to right, but it is what it is. And it's 84 out of 125, Terrion Arnold. And Devin Leary. They must have printed a million Devin Leary base rated rookies, because it seems like every box that I open, he's represented. Base pack again, Jordan Addison, Josh Downs, Kyle Pitts, and Bo Nix on the base rated rookie. I'm not a screamer. I don't scream when big hits come through. I didn't when the Drake May Downtown came out, or the CJ Rookie Kings last year, or the Brock Bowers Auto out of 5, or the Uptowns. But if we get a gold Downtown, something might happen. Yeah. Blake Corum. Nah, I still don't think I would scream, but it would be, I'd be screaming inside, as I normally do. Here's our second of 3 rated rookies. Kind of scary to think that we're already here. It's going to be a Dolphin, Jalen Wright. Yep, it's going to be Jalen Wright on the, I think this is the flex emoji, out of 149. 31 out of 149. So no numbered vets so far. And the 3 numbered rookies is just an approximation based on what I've been seeing. I've been watching break videos while I was waiting for this box to arrive because it was delayed. I ordered on drop day, but it was lost in the, and we have Joe Milton, who's been surging lately. It was lost in the UPS system, and it was very frustrating. So I was just watching break videos just to see what I'm getting myself into, and it hasn't been a pretty sight. We're gonna get something here. It's not a case hit or anything, but we're gonna get something, and it's gonna be okay. That's what it is. It's just an upside down vet, Romeo Doubs, and Latu. Even if we don't get a case hit, I would love to get a numbered Jaden, but some of these boxes. Okay, we have potentially our last numbered rookie, and it could be a Falcon, which would be one of the 4 or so QBs that we want to get. Here's Darius Robinson in the back here. Upside down. What I was saying was some of these boxes are horrid in a case, and some of these are pretty special. But it's Okay, it's not going to be Penix. It's going to be Tip Ryman. I keep pulling this guy, and it's out of 199. So yeah, out of a case, I think like 3 of the boxes are completely stacked, and then the rest of the 9 are horrible. Okay, we're going to get a 4th numbered rookie, but it's not a team color that we're looking for. Jeremy Ruckert, Romeo Dobbs again. Oop, it's going to be Malik Washington. 2 Dolphins. This is a Dolphins box. Out of 249, Malik Washington. I'm going to have to start stacking him. Will Reichard. This is getting scary. We're about halfway through. Just a rough approximate. It's going to be a lighted up, but I think it's just a base lighted up. Isaiah Simmons, DeForest Buckner, and a Drake May lighted up. Again, that's a base. They do have the different parallels of this. They have Black Pandora and so on. Brendan Rice, base rated rookie. In last year's Optic hobby box, I did pull a Zay Flowers downtown, not numbered or anything like that, just a base downtown. We're gonna get a holo here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Spencer Rattler. He's one of those guys who just keep popping up in my boxes as well. It's not gonna be Spencer, it's gonna be Kool-Aid, holo, and Jeremiah Trotter. This pack feels different for whatever reason. It's going to be a pink velocity. It's a vet. I think pink velocity is out of 60. Deshaun Watson and Michael Pittman Jr. on the pink. Followed by Malachi Corley. Come on. Remember I said some of these boxes can bring like $20 of value? It's looking like a $20 value box. Josh Palmer, Derrick Henry, Jake Ferguson, orange, which is out of 249. I don't know why they... Oh, they all stamped. They stamped all of the vets on the bottom and the rookies on the side. Got it. So we have 7 number cards, which means we're near the end here. Should be quite a few base packs coming up. This will also be... Oh, this is our auto coming up right here. Kyron Williams, Micah Parsons. In the back, it's going to be Quinion Mitchell, who's one of the guys who skipped the White House visit the other day, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen if I'm wrong. Our auto is a rookie kicker. Not the best, but we do have 5 numbered rookies in this box. I guess that's something. We're gonna get a Jazz and a holo. The Jazz is a vet. The Jazz is a pretty good vet. Another guy who skipped the White House trip, I believe. And the Jazz are, ooh, look at that. I don't know if I can catch it right there. A gigantic dent. It's unfortunate in an $800 box. I would say you gotta check what's going out the door for an $800 box, but they're printing these like crazy, so it's probably not possible. Which isn't a valid excuse, but it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna get a, I think it's called a shock parallel here. Treylon Burks, Trey Hendrickson, Rashad White, out of 75. Mason Smith, we're in trouble. I might be sleeping on the couch. And this box is probably a great example of why these are not for us. Christian Wilkins, these are not for folks like us who can just barely muster 1 box at a time. You're meant to just buy an entire case. Jordan Travis, hidden potential. There's the big hit of the box for us. Just kidding, but not the greatest. Joe Alt. 4 packs left. And we should be out of numbered cards for both rookies and vets. There you have it, a base pack. Austin Eckler, Michael Pittman. Oh, we got a numbered Pittman earlier. DeAndre Swift and Braylon Trice. 3 packs remain. Yep, base pack. Levante David, Kyler Murray, Manziel, Tip Ryman once again. Big pain, big pain. Another base pack probably. Yep, this is, I mean, yeah. Saquon, Zay, CD, Jalen Polk, and last pack. Another base pack. Nope, not a base pack. It's a gold, but it is a vet. Ayuk, Bryce Young. In the back, it's going to be Lad McConkey. We literally did not get. Well, we got the Joe Milton and the Bo Nix base. Yay. But it's not gold. It's just a gold team. It's going to be Najee Harris on the, I think it's Aqua, $2.99. Not much to recap here, but I'll go ahead and sleeve these guys up and we'll recap. All right, we're sleeved up and ready to recap. And I think I already know what the title of this video is going to be. Usually I don't know until I'm going into the production process of like editing and all that. But I know for a fact that the title of this is going to be something along the lines of Panini does not care about us. And that's not a clickbait thing. I truly mean it because, yeah, the hits weren't in this box. I can honestly say that I can't point out a single hit of the box. Maybe this Jazz AJ Brown, which came with a flaw that I showed earlier. It's in a top loader now, so you can't really see it, but it has a huge dent. But I was looking over the cards, even the sort of not the greatest rookies that we got, and they all have some sort of flaw, which I'll point out as we go through this recap here. But yeah, so AJ Brown Jazz, we got a Romeo Doubs out of $2.99, Najee Harris out of $2.99 as well, a Jake Ferguson out of $2.49, Michael Pittman Jr. out of $80, Rashad White out of $75, and that's going to be our lowest numbered card actually. It's going to be that Rashad White. These all have flaws that I can't really show through the top loader. But we've got this Malik Washington out of $2.49, Tip Ryman out of $1.99, Torrey Taylor was the auto out of $1.50. The hollows are out of $1.50, and you can sort of see it here. The scratch, this card is actually full of those scratches right over here. It's full of that. Jalen Wright out of $1.49, and Terrion Arnold out of $1.25. Here's a very good example here. That is a pen mark. It's not a scratch. It's not anything else. It's a pen mark. When it's out of the top loader, I can sort of see the ballpoint pen sort of indentation, and it just has all the markings of a pen mark. I'm not sure what a pen is doing in the production process of these cards, but that's what I mean when I say that Panini simply just does not care about us. And it makes sense from a business perspective. Why would the sort of basic collector who's buying one box at a time, why would we matter when the core of their business at this point in 2025 are the breakers, even the small breakers who are buying cases at a time, who are undeterred based on complaints of quality control issues, because the sales are still going to come in. Obviously, you know, these are still sitting in stock, so that either means they've printed it to the moon or people aren't buying. But I don't believe that people aren't buying, because the breakers are busy at work. Like I said, I was watching a lot of breaker videos to kind of see what I was getting myself into. Business is booming, and they simply do not care. I could have dealt with the fact that this was a dud box without any hits. That's fine. I can deal with that. I've dealt with it before. The Prism Football was a complete dud for me, and this is also a dud. But the fact that these cards that I did get, which I'll probably sell on eBay for like a few bucks at a time, I'll have to put a disclosure on every single card that it has some sort of damage. It's a little bit infuriating, and that is what it is. So yeah, don't buy these boxes if you're buying one box at a time. If you're affluent enough to buy cases at a time, do you. More power to you. I hope you get those huge hits. Well, I hope you get the huge hits if you buy one box at a time too, but we don't belong in that game. Maybe buy singles when it comes to Donruss Optic. Maybe just buy retail boxes, because you can still get uptowns out of retail, and there's like 2 per case, so you have a very good shot at hitting something. I try not to keep my I try not to take my videos to a negative, but this one really irked me. The non-hits, like I said, I've dealt with before, and I would have just taken this one as well in stride. But the fact that most of these cards, I'm not exaggerating when I say that all of these cards have something wrong with it in terms of quality control issues. So yeah, I mean, that's my one hobby box. It's a little bit different of a flavor when it comes to my other videos. I usually try to keep it upbeat. Like I said, I don't yell, but I try to keep it upbeat and positive. But this one's a tough one to swallow. So definitely steer clear unless you come into a windfall of money and want to take the risk and feel a little bit of excitement, because I mean, it was exciting to rip it. It's just a disappointing result, again, not in terms of what we hit, but the quality of the cards that we did get. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this one. I hope that the next one's a bit better, just a little bit. But yeah, I've got plenty more videos coming, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much again for watching this one, even though it was a little bit painful. I'll catch you on the next.